Yeah, one of the best chapters in the book, I think it's you or Leif talking about the boat crews in Buds and how, you've got these, I think like 6-man teams maybe, and there's a leader. And the fact that when, one successful boat crew, when you switch the leader out or in to successful or unsuccessful, it was all about the leader. And when you tell a leader there are no bad teams, only bad leaders, I think every leader, it hurts inside because every leader can remember a time where they're like, no, that was a bad team. And I'm just wondering how you can explain that to leaders, because that's a hard thing to hear sometimes.
Yeah. And what makes it hard is our ego. The hardest thing to hear as a leader, I mean, it's a great excuse, right? Oh, we failed because my team, they don't understand. They're new guys. They don't work hard. They didn't move with a sense of purpose. There's a million things that your team did wrong, and that's why you failed, right? No, actually all wrong. If your team is not performing, it's not your team's fault. It's your fault. You're in charge of them. And then sometimes people say, well, I got this person who's a knucklehead, or I got this person who's got a bad attitude. Why are they on your team then? Why are they on your team? You're the leader. If they're that bad and they can't be coached and they can't be mentored and they can't be trained, then you know what? You should get rid of them. That's what's happening. So if your team is not performing well, there are no excuses. It is on you.
Yeah, and some great lessons in that book. The cover and move. Right now we have a really lean team here, and I tell them every morning, like every person's crucial, and they're all going all out to make all these things happen that we're doing, and it's a complete cover and move scenario. As in, if one person's not covering on a day, we're all getting shot up, and that's something you talk about in the book, just to emphasize teamwork, right, more than anything.
100%. Teamwork, and it goes even beyond teamwork. And I've talked about with a lot of my clients right now, cover and move in the sense of how can you cover and move for your clients, right? Like this cover and move isn't just us over here inside of our borders. It's, hey, we got a client that has a problem and we might be able to, whatever it is, they need logistical support. You know what? I got an extra 4 trucks that, for my construction company, and one of my clients that we're building for needs to move stuff. You know what? We can get it done. Okay. So cover and move isn't just about taking care of yourself and your own team. It's how can you cover and move for everyone that's around you. And the other thing that cover and move is, I talk about building relationships all the time. What's the best way to build relationships? It's to cover and move for each other. It's, hey, how can I help you? Hey, Brian, I noticed you're doing this. Do you need any support with that? Because I know you don't know me very well, but I think I could help you here. If you want it, nothing. And I'm not covering move with the intent that now you owe me something. No, it's like, hey, let me help you out. And yes, cover move, you got to look out for each other. You got to work as a team. You got to build relationships.
Yeah, it's a powerful concept. And I think when this whole crisis hit right away, we started thinking, yeah, like what are our clients feeling right now? My viewers they're scared. They need to hear from people. They need to hear from the leaders that they've tuned in for years. And they need to hear from them now with a fresh perspective more than anything. So that's something that we did. I talked with a guy the other day with a massive real estate portfolio, and I said, what are you doing? And he said, I'm being proactive and contacting my tenants and talking now about reductions in rents and plans, as opposed to waiting, as a hiding out, right? And waiting for them to come to me and say, okay, I'm just not going to pay and all this stuff. He's like, I'm being proactive and saying, guess what? We'll drop it 20%. Let's figure out a plan. Let's figure out a way to make this work. I thought that was, again, just smart leadership.
Yep, that's proactively covering and moving for people that you have to work with. Let's face it, if you're a landowner, a property owner, and your people don't pay rent, you're not gonna. You need to support them. You need to figure out how to make. You're gonna fail, right? If you own a bunch of properties and no one pays you the rent, you're gonna fail. How can you help them get through that? It's a perfect example of cover and move.